is happening, Magnus sites? So there's a clip that is going viral of J.D. Vance, and this is J.D. Vance's message to young men. Let's check out and see what he has had to say here.
My message to young men is don't allow this broken culture to send you a message that you're a bad person because you're a man, because
Damn
you
right.
like to tell a joke, because you like to have a beer with your friends, or because you're competitive.
Hey, let me hear that again.
Young men is don't allow this broken culture to send you a message.
The culture is broken.
That you're a bad person because you're a man.
You're damn right. We're not bad people because we're male. I've noticed that within the past few years, there's this whole toxic masculinity thing, and like it's something wrong to be a man, okay? On both sides of being a man or a woman, there are things that you can do that are destructive to the culture. There are certain aspects of both sexes that people lean into. We know that there are certain things that we can do as men and women to be, I hate to use the word toxic, if you will. There are certain people that lean, it's kind of like people that lean so much into their sexuality or their job or just, I'm a foodie. Like there's so many, they lean so heavy into something that they make it toxic. They bring out a side of them. Like just, look, women that are feminists, okay, it's just, you want equality for men and women. But there are women out there, see, that because of how they behave, men and other women, when they hear the word feminist, they think, oh, this is the whole short-haired, disruptive, opinionated woman that hates men. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And on the other side, sometimes there are the men that are what you would call a man's man, but there are certain men, and guys know this, they lean so heavy into being men that they overcompensate. There's this overcompensation, and that's what maybe it is on the other side. There's something about, I don't know, they want to take on the qualities of what they know as being men or being women, and they just they pervert it. It becomes perverse. And it seems like society has taken those people, especially on the male side, because it's almost like it's okay to hate men now, right? Especially on the male side. If you don't take no crap, if you're a straight shooter, if you're competitive, if you're masculine, if you're an alpha, all of a sudden this is something that is wrong. It's like you got to carry your wife's purse everywhere. You know what I mean? You got to kiss her behind. You got to open every door for every woman possible. You have to defend every woman that ever possibly shoots her mouth off or gets in trouble or whatever. It's like this over slathering of chivalry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. And I don't get it, okay? It's almost like certain people just want us at each other's throats all the time. There's nothing wrong with being a man and exhibiting healthy male habits.
Because you like to tell a joke, because you like to have a beer with your friends, or because you're...
Yeah, because as soon as you tell a joke, people are so overly sensitive, you can't tell a joke now. And it's okay to hang out with your friends and have a beer. It's okay. You're not being toxic and masculine if you want to hang out with your friends and have a beer. You know what's wrong? Going out and getting drunk and driving, or going out and getting drunk and losing your mind with your friends, starting bar fights, harassing women, harassing other men. You get what I'm saying? That's the bad side of it. There's nothing wrong with a few fellas getting together to go and have a beer together. You get what I'm saying?
Competitive.
And being competitive is in us as men, okay? It's part of the testosterone part of us. Men, you see it in nature. Men are very competitive amongst each other, period. You know what it reminds me of? For those of you, because a lot of you watch me, you're anime fans. Think, Street Fighter 2 movie, came out in the 90s. Anime. There's a scene in Vegas where it shows Zangief fighting Blanca. And Zangief gets Blanca in a spinning pile driver. Boom! Actually, I think he punched him. I think he punched the hell out of him at one point and dropped him. And when he did it, he stood up and was like, ah! Balrog is watching. And Balrog sees this and he's like, the competitiveness comes out of him and he flexes his muscles and pops every button in his tuxedo. That's men. It's in our nature to be competitive. The bad side would be, I don't know, cheating, hurting others in some form or fashion for your own gain competitively or financially, stabbing people in the back, lying to people. There's nothing wrong with being, though, in honest competition. Our hormones drive us to, so that we can, get the prettiest girl, get the girl that we want to marry, and, the majority of the time, the most beautiful, if there's a beautiful girl in the area, there's not a ton of them, okay? That's why the word average means average. The majority of people are kind of like in the median area. But the most beautiful women in the world, men are competitive for. And the most competitive men tend to get these women. The most beautiful, best women out there. The best mothers, the most beautiful, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just in our nature. You know what I'm saying? And in certain parts of our culture as humans, have more than one wife. So this man actually builds a business or businesses. He has super financial stability and gains enough to take care of several wives. And he gets several wives and they're all beautiful because of his competitiveness and his will to become the best man that he can be. That's certain cultures. Some just want one. They just want the most beautiful girl in the world to them. And then, to get there, you cannot be non-competitive because there are possibly hundreds or thousands these days, because of social media, of men trying to get that one woman. And you do have to be competitive. Not in a type of way, but just be the best man you can be. And you're going to get the best woman for you. Trust me. That rhymes ready to play the game. Bars! Tell him, Vance!
Our message, the cultural message, and I think the president's and mine is the exact opposite, but our cultural message is, I think that it wants to turn everybody, into, whether male or female, into androgynous idiots who think the same, talk the same, and act the same. We actually think God made male and female for
a reason. And we've been talking about that. People have been talking about that. People have been like, why are you changing all these characters in video games into this, whether you can't tell whether they're male or female type of look? What the hell is going on with that? No, okay? Men and women specifically look different for a reason. We are scientifically, at our core, at our nature, attracted to different traits. Have you noticed, and I noticed this years ago, it just dawned on me as I was just thinking one day. I was just like, it's kind of funny. Like, if you think about it, women are attracted to hardness, to sternness. And our physical traits tend to match that. Hard, stern, tough, alpha, while men like soft. We like soft, and physically women are soft. We like soft, pretty, supple. You know what I'm saying? We don't want a hard woman, but women want hard men, correct? We're different for a reason.
Purpose, and we want you guys to thrive as young men and as young women, and we're going to help with our public policy to make it possible to do that.
Good job, Vance.
Young men is don't allow.
Good job, Vance. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think, though. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers. Woo!